Okay, so what are we gonna do next? We are still going to factorize a quadratic expression, but this time, what's the difference between this and this? We're gonna add some values over here. So at first, if you notice over here, everything, the first term is all x squared, z squared, right? And every pair is the same, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some numbers over here. So how are we going to tackle this problem? Same as this, exactly the same as this, but you're going to do more trial and error this time. Right? No worries, we will go through 5 examples together and let's see what's going to happen. All right. So first question over here, right? First question over here. So let's see how do we factorize this guy. Okay. So 3x squared, same thing. I'm going to use the table method. So what pair of number will I multiply to give me 3x squared? So that's going to be 3x and x, correct or not? Okay, so over here again, what pair of numbers can I multiply that will give me 2? Again, there's only one pair of number, right? So that's going to be 2 and 1 over here. Okay, so what am I going to do over here? What am I going to do over here? I'm going to draw my table right now. Zoom, like this. And, oh, let me draw a nicer line. Like this over here. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cross multiply it now. All right, and then I should get 2x over here. This times this gives me 2x. This times this, that will give me 3x. But hold on a minute. My middle term is 7x. If this option is true, these two add together should give me 7x. But this pair of numbers, when I multiply together, they will give me 5x, which is not the middle term over here. So what does this mean? So this means that this pair of number that I've chosen is wrong, right? But what other pair of numbers, can multiply itself become 2? All right, there's none already, right? So what can I do over here? Don't worry. If you test this number, you don't get correct. So what I would suggest you to do is to flip the number. Flip the number only. So which means 1 is going to be on top and 2 is going to be on the bottom. All right, so let's see what's going to happen here. All right, so I will cross multiply again. That will give me x over here and this will give me 6x over here. And true enough, when you add in the addition zone over here, that will give me 7x, which is the middle term over here. So we know that this pair of numbers in this arrangement is the correct arrangement. All right, so again, if you choose the wrong number for this type of question, don't worry. Try flip it first. If flipping it does not solve the problem, then only you explore another pair of numbers. That is usually how I tackle the problem. All right. So what's going to happen over here? So let's just complete the table. So this is 3x squared and this is 2. And my final answer should look something like this. All right, we will follow horizontally like what I show you over here. So that's going to be, 3x plus 1, and this one is going to be x plus 2. All right, done. Now again, before we proceed to the second example, I have promised to show you why is it crossed over here and why do I have to write my answer horizontally but not following the arrow line. I'm going to show you all that with this example over here. The reason why I can show this over here now, because the first term are different now. If you all notice, all my first term over here are the same thing. That's why I can show you. But with this example over here, it's going to be very obvious. Now, again, we have already know that factorization and expansion are two opposite things. So this guy, when I expand this, should be this one, right? It should be 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. Correct or not? So we know that here it's expanding, and this side it's factorized, right? Okay, so if you are writing your answer following the arrow, you should get this answer over here, 3x plus 2 and x plus 1. All right, if you write your answer like this, it's going to be following an arrow, and I will show you why is this answer wrong. So if this is correct, when I expand this, I should get back this expression, right? But will I get it? Let's explore. So let's expand this. This and this will give me 3x squared. This and this will give me 3x. This and this will give me 2x, and this will give me 2. And when I fully expand this, simplify this, that should give me 5x plus 2. Okay, look at the middle term. Does my middle term match with this term or not? No, right? So that's why when you want to write your final answer, you have to follow horizontally like I show in all these examples here, not following the arrow. The arrow over here is just for multiply only. Okay, so I hope this clarify why do I have to write my answer following horizontally like this. Okay, now second, why do I multiply top and bottom and I don't multiply horizontally? All right, I'm going to show you that as well. So again, that's going to be very obvious through this example over here. Now take a look at this. All right, I'm going to erase some parts over here and I'm going to highlight this only. Now, take a look over here. If I were to expand this, of course, you know this is going to multiply with this, right? And then this is going to multiply with this, 3x times 2. Can you see 3x times 2? Right? This is showing the cross multiplication over here. And then we know that this one is going to multiply with this. And true enough, we can see x times 1. Can you see here? So this cross multiplication is showing this process over here right now. Okay, so I hope that will explain why do I use the cross multiplication over here, because that's actually what happened when you're expanding. Okay, right? So for that I hope I explain, I have clarified why do I write my answer and show my working like this. Okay, without further ado, let's continue with our second examples over here. Whoa, this time there's a lot of negatives that we have to deal with, right? Don't worry. All right, don't worry. Okay, let's just try to tackle this slowly. All right, ignore all the negative sign. Just assume they are positive, and then let's try out. Let's see what's going to happen. So what pair of number will multiply to give me 3x squared? So in my head right now, I have 3x and x. What pair of number will multiply together to give me 28? So I have 7 and 4. All right, so that's my pair of numbers that I can think of on the spot. All right, so I'm going to test out that number straight away. So again, I'm going to do my table over here. And I'm going to multiply this. I'm going to cross multiply now. Like this and like this. And let's see what do I get now. Over here, I should get 7x. And over here, I should get 12x. Right? Now take a look at this. If I were to, add this or minus this, all right, will I get 17? Just ignore the negative sign for now, all right? Think about it, will you get 17 or not? Alright, so if I take 12 plus 7, okay, that will give me, that will give me 19, right? Which is, doesn't look right? Even if I minus this, this won't get me nowhere near here, right? So I know that, this arrangement over here might be wrong. So what can I do to check? What can I do to, to repair my answers over here? So I can try flipping this, alright, 7 and 4, flip, and let's see if that will give me the middle term. All right, so we know that 7 and 4, this arrangement 7 times 4 is not correct, but let's flip it and have 4 and 7 over here. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, so this times this, that will give me 4x. This times this, that will give me 21x. All right, looks much more promising now, right? Think about it. If I have 21 minus 4, I should get 17, right? True enough, right? I should get 17. But wait a minute, I need to get negative 17x. All right, I need to get negative 17x. Okay, so where do you think I should add the negative? Should be 4 or 21? So you can check yourself. So if you say you put the negative on the 21, you are correct. All right, because 4 minus 21, you draw properly. All right, 4 minus, 21, that should give you negative 17x, right? So if over here it's negative, this will be negative as well, right? That's why I show you, ignore the negative sign. They will review by itself in the end. And true enough, 4 times negative 7, that will give you, negative 28, and this guy over here, that's going to be 3x squared. All right, so our final answer again, we're going to write horizontally, like this, and like this. So that will give me 3x plus 4, and over here, x minus 7. Okay, done. All right, done over here. Now let's try the next question over here, all right? So right now, whoa, we are dealing with a much bigger number, so no worries, all right? Just relax and let's just explore what can we do over here, all right? So 6x squared, what pair of numbers can you think of will give you 6x squared? So of course in my head right now, I can think of 3 times 2. Let's see what's gonna happen, all right? So I have 3x and 2x. And what pair of numbers can you think of multiply to 30? All right, so in my head now, it's going to be 6 times 5. All right, so let's explore that and let's see if we can get the middle term or not. Okay, so let's just say I will choose 6 and 5 over here. All right, okay, so again, I'm just going to cross multiply them. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. All right, ignore all this negative sign for now. So this and this, that will give me 12x. This and this, that will give me 15x. And I should get negative 27x. Right, again, ignore the negative first. Think about 15 and 12. Can we add them up together to give me negative 27? Can, right? Well, we are done. Good. But don't forget, we need it to be negative, right? So what can I do over here? This plus this will give me positive 27x, but I want it to be negative 27x, so which means I have to add negative and negative over here, right? So if these both are negative, this has to be negative and negative as well, because this times this will give me negative 15, correct or not? And true enough, negative 6 times negative 5, that will give me positive 30. Well, everything matched, all right? Everything matched perfectly. So we are done and we can now write our final answer. So our final answer over here, that's going to be 3x minus 6, close the bracket. And then I will have over here 2x minus 5. Done. Okay? Right. Let's explore 2 more questions over here, all right? Again, I have some negative sign and a plus sign over here. Let's not worry about that. Like I have explained in the previous example, let's just try some, examples over here. Okay, 4y squared and this and that, all right? Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. So 4y, I think I will just choose 2 times 2. That sounds promising. Okay, and 15, I think I will just choose 5 and 3, all right? Because that's the first pair of numbers that I can think of directly lah. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so let's see. So in the end, I want to get negative 23. So will this pair of numbers will give me negative 23? That's fine. This multiply with this, that will give me 10y. All right, this multiply with this, that will give me 6y. Oh, all right. This one, 10y, 10 plus 6, 10 minus 6, get me nowhere near negative 23. So I know that, maybe this is wrong, right? If this is wrong, what can we try now? Let's try swapping it. All right, let's try swapping it. So let's see if that will fix the problem. So instead of 5 times 3, let's just choose 3 times 5 now. Let's see if that will solve the problem. But we already know it won't, right? Because I forgot these two are the same thing, all right? But for example's sake, let's just show. This times this, that will give me again 3y, and this times this, that will give me 10y. Oh, sorry, this is 6y. So again, we know something's wrong over here. So maybe this number, it's not wrong anyway, but maybe this is the problem over here. Why don't we try changing something over here and let's see what's gonna happen, all right? So, okay, so even I flip it, I got the same thing. So maybe this guy is innocent. Maybe the culprit is this one. So let's check. So instead of having 2y times 2y, why not I will have 4y times y, right? Because this is my another pair that will give me 4y squared, correct or not? So let's cross multiply now and let's see what's going to happen. So I'm going to take this and multiply. I'm going to take this and multiply. So let's see. So this and this will give me 3y. This and this will give me 20y. Whoa, done, right? This plus this will give me All right, this plus this will give me 23, right? So let's check first. But the thing is, I want to have negative 23y. So we know that this guy has to be negative and this guy has to be negative as well. That will give us negative 23y. If this guy is negative, this 3 has to be negative and this 5 has to be negative as well. Which is true enough, negative 3 times negative 5, that will give me 15 and this guy will give me 4y squared. Done, right? Can you see? All right, just do some try and error. If not, flip it. If nothing's happened, still same answer, maybe the other guy is the culprit, then you just change another pair and try it out lah. Okay, so right now I can now write my final answer, which is going to be 4y minus 3. Remember to write your answer horizontally. And then next one, y minus 5. Done. Okay, final example. All right. So let's try this out together for this one last final example. So again, 12y squared plus 4x minus 5. Let's factorize this. So what pair of number can you think of to give you 12? So maybe in my head now, 6 times 2. Sounds promising. Let's try that. So 6y, 2y, 5, 1. Let's see what's going to happen, all right? Let's see what's going to happen. Let's cross multiply them. Okay, this and this, that will give you 10y. This and this, that will give you 6. Oh, lucky me. sometimes just trust your instinct, okay? Because some of you might look at this, you choose 4 and 3, see it works or not, right? So let's see if it works or not. So over here, 10y and 6, true enough, if I have 10 minus 6, that will give me 4, correct or not? So, but for me to do that, I need to put a minus over here, correct? So I know that 10 minus 6, that will give me 4, which is correct. So if this guy is negative, so this guy over here has to be negative as well. And true enough, let's complete this. This was 12y squared, and this guy over here is negative 5. And I can write my final answer now, which is going to be 6y plus 5 and 2y minus 1. Done. All right. So that's how we factorize quadratic expression.